Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another great tarot reading. Yeah, we do. Let's see what we got for you guys, right? I am confident. Let's see what we got. We have inspiration, and these are the crystal cards. This is iolite. And this comes from the Greek word for violet, iolite. It's purple, right? And this is combining the crown chakra, stimulating awareness, right? And indigo blue, the third eye. Wow, very cool, right? That's what violet is, right? The color. Activating inner vision and imagination. Low light is a treasure from the muses, bringing inspiration and vision to your creative endeavors. Whether it's art, film, music, dance, or poetry, iLight encourages you to let your inner artist emerge. And, this is saying the affirmation, I love to express myself artistically. I'm open to creative inspiration and let it flow freely through me. And we have creativity. Look at that. And this is the sunstone. And the affirmation is, I'm a creative person. I always have the confidence to let my light shine. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be actual art or, that type of creativity that, kind of mainstream. It can be, creativity can be anything almost. It really can. It can be about how you go about your life in a very creative way, right? Sunstone helps you sparkle and be confident with your creative expression. Sometimes this is kind of like, Leo, right? Leo represents creativity, but it represents self-expression. Yeah, we have nutrition, and this is appetite. No wonder they must get that word from this crystal. Your appetite, right? They must. It's not spelled the same, but that's interesting, right? All these words, all the words, have some type of root or meaning. Yeah, they do. We just don't know because it's been so long since, these words have been around, basically. And this is about my body is my temple. It's about eating habits. For sure it is, right? Wow, that's kind of interesting here. And somebody's taking care of themselves. It does look like that. And let's see what these cards have to say for Sagittarius, please. And we have the woman holding a coin. Okay, so that's money. Somebody who has money, really. It can be about somebody who is using their creativity to make money. People do it all the time, right? It's definitely helpful for your own well-being, for sure it is. We have the cornucopia. So this is more of kind of abundance. Can be creativity, but it's really about abundance. It can be about two people. It is a number 11. The cornucopia is kind of like the what do they call that thing up in the sky, that they used to have for little kids. When you cross the rainbow, you get to the horn of plenty. It's the same thing as the cornucopia, right? They've removed that pretty much. I feel like they have. We have the man holding a coin. And now we have a woman and a man who have money. Look at that. This looks like this kind of Venezuelan actor. This guy's a little cuter though, right? And we have angel of balance. Yeah, so something's going on here, bringing harmony and balance and helping, with with financial prospects. That's how it looks here. It does really look like that. Let's see what we have. Today we're going to use the Housewives deck. Let's see what we have here in the Housewives deck. Let's see what we got for Sagittarius. And if you guys want to get a psychic reading, I'm always checking for accuracies. We do them online, or you can get a video if you want. You choose the format. They're lots of fun and very engaging. And if you don't know somebody, you kind of need to know about them or about your own situation, right? For sure, it can help with that. I'm also a life coach, a Canfield life coach. If you guys remember Jack Canfield, Chicken Soup. Yeah, and past life reading, super powerful, accessing your Akashic records and helping you to resolve anything you didn't resolve in a past life. That's what that's about, and helping you to be more powerful in this light. Tarot readings are done. You choose the format, and Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. All in the description box. The bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man here. And we see this lady, this housewife, and she is hanging out her drawers here. Those are her panties. And she has her husband suspended here too. So there's some type of a suspension. It can talk about a release. This is about an epiphany in this deck. The Hanged Man. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's see what else we have. We have the Hermit, and the Hermit talks about taking really good care of yourself, taking time out. She's in the bathtub, right? And with all this kind of old-fashioned soap, and they probably put that label on there because they don't have that anymore. I don't think they sell that soap anymore, but it's a really old soap, and this is about taking care, really to gain wisdom, right? To kind of be alone and right, meditate, things like that. But it is about kind of just being on your own and self-care, reflection, right? We have the Five of Cups sitting here. It sits in the challenge. This is loss. And we see this lady who went to this party. She doesn't look like anybody's wife, but back in the day they got younger. They got married younger. They did. But here she is, and she went to the party, and she's pulling her hair out, and I don't know what she did here. She might have drank too much. There's 3 cups that are spilled. This is about regret and loss. It is. It sits in the challenge. We have Temperance here, and that is about you, Sagittarius, I believe. It can be, but this is also about balancing your emotions. We have Joy and Anger, and we have Justice, and then we have Sorrow. So this is balancing emotions, bringing balance to your life, right? Maybe somebody did that. They were able to understand themselves better through this reflection with the Hermit, right? And we have the Two of Cups showing up reversed. OMG, these do not read in the reverse, but that is a message. And this is external to you. Somebody could have gone through a breakup here. Maybe this is the person who probably broke up with you, but I don't know. The wheel, I'm not sure yet, right? And when I say I don't know, well, let's see. We haven't even put all the cards down. The Wheel of Fortune is what's on somebody's mind here. It can be how somebody sees themselves. But, she's taking a chance. She's playing the roulette wheel, right? And so this is about taking a risk. It is for fate and destiny. That's what it's about. And that somebody is taking a risk in this reading. They're betting on you, Sagittarius. They're betting on you in some way. It does look like that. The Chariot's here, and that is risk, gain, and tarot, and choice. And this Chariot card, let's move the camera back. This Chariot card is interesting because it is, these 2 housewives, they went shopping together, and, they look like they went to the canned food outlet. They do, because they're showing their cans, but not necessarily, but they have gone to the store, and they're in there making choices and things. They're just using the cans of food to show that. The Chariot is showing the car, the station wagon, which is kind of an older version of some type of an SUV, sort of, lower to the ground and, less kind of innovative for sure. But they sure did do the job, right? These families jumped into the car. People used to have bigger families, right? The kids would sit in the back. We used to have a station wagon too. And, it was very cool, right, to kind of go around and lots of room in the car, all this kind of stuff. But this is about movement. It is. And somebody made a choice. They risked something so they could gain, so they could have some type of gain in their life. And the gain, Sagittarius, I believe, is to be with you. I feel like this Iolite card is about inspiration. This person is inspired. And maybe, they're listening to music that reminds them of you. Could be because that card talks about music and art, things like that. The Eight of Cups sitting in the concern. This is failure in a relationship. Maybe you failed with them, but something could else be ending here, especially with this Two of Cups external, but it's reversed, external to you, right? The Moon is here in the reading, and in this deck, it's about dreaming about somebody. It's about sleeping and dreaming. There's not much else to this card in this particular deck. And she is dreaming, right? And she put her rollers in her hair, right? That must have been hard. And this is about dreaming. It definitely is. And somebody's dreaming about you here. For sure they are. And they want something beautiful with the cornucopia. Yeah, they do. Here's the butterfly here, and it's in the middle of the forest. And we see the Horn of Plenty with all these beautiful fruits, grapes, plums. We have, what else do we have here? We have a pumpkin here. Looks like there's maybe some yam. apples. Yeah, exactly. All kinds of beautiful fruit here, berries, and all these kind of things here. So we have that. This person's coming with some money. It's possible they want to build with you. We have the woman and the man holding a coin. Now, let's get a card on the Two of Cups reversed. OMG, right? Yeah. Let's see. We have the King of Cups. And he is about somebody who is dreaming, not dreaming, drinking. Yeah, it talks about somebody who is kind of really serious and they've made a choice. The King of Cups makes decisions in love. The Two of Cups is reversed. This is external to you. It's possible somebody's breaking up with somebody else to make way for you, Sagittarius. That is definitely a possibility here. Now, they're seeing themselves as the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe this is you. These readings can be switched, right? The reading is always about whoever is kind of the perpetrator or taking action or making decision or allowing change in their life, things like that, right? The Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Cups. This is about a choice. And I've been saying that they're seeing themselves as betting on you, Sagittarius, taking a risk on you. They are. And they already went to the canned food store to buy this food. That's, it's all canned here, right? That's taking a risk, in my opinion. And with your health, though, and, over here, they're taking a risk like up in Vegas, right? Here at the nearest, excuse me, the nearest casino. Right? Very interesting. All right, so let's see. And let's get a card on the Chariot. It sits in the past. Movement and making a choice. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This is about wealth and building with somebody. Somebody has their eye on you to build with. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Because this is wealth. She's holding up her mansion that she lives there with her. Maybe it's it's kind of a mansion. It is. With her, her husband and her, I don't know how many kids. So... You don't have to be married, Sagittarius. You don't to vibe with this deck, right? Of course not. You have to. You don't seriously have to be a housewife. I don't know that many, but the only housewives that are in this United States of America during these times of super high inflation are people who are married to rich men. Other than that, or doing really well. There is no such thing as that. A few and far between. Yeah, that's how it works. Back in the day when I was a kid, your husband could work. And your husband could work, and that's it. And he could take care of you. Eight of Cups showing up. Failure. This is the concern. We have the Star. Failure and success over here. Maybe they're concerned because you failed in the past with them or they failed with you. It's a possibility, but something else is external. Something external is going on in this reading. And this is about admiration, the Star. It's possible that somebody admires you and wants you so much here, Sagittarius, that that you they're willing to let something else fall away. Yeah, it's right underneath the Five of Cups, which is loss. Yeah, and we have the Three of Pentacles in the environment, and she's completing something, and she's building something here, and these three men from the office, like they're architects or whatever they are, or her boss, they're watching her. So she's building something. This is, and this is in the environment. It can be about money. It's usually not. It's usually about like believing that you can kind of build something. Yeah. And we have the King of Wands with it. You see, this person feels like they can build with you. And he's being very kind of adaptive. And that's what fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius is very adaptable because it's a mutable sign. Aries is a cardinal sign, that's different, and Leo is a fixed sign, so that's different. But although the fire signs are similar, of course, right, in the same element, but this is somebody who wants to adapt and build something to you. It's almost like they are adapting their life, like making changes in their life so they can adapt to the situation with you. It could be the moon showing up in the hopes. This is dreaming about something beautiful will come true right here. And this is also about what they've learned, or what somebody's learned here. This can be, I've learned to trust my intuition. Yeah, it could definitely be, right? Really important for sure. If you guys know about lucid dreaming, really interesting. I was listening to a Gaia, and lucid dreaming, you can tell yourself, before you go to bed, help me to recognize if I'm dreaming. And once you realize that you are dreaming, then you know that you're lucid dreaming, and you can change the outcome of the dream and things like that. But you can also see yourself doing something really well, and then in your waking hour, you will be doing that well. And this also has to do with PTSD, and yeah, it's big. But hey, unless people really kind of want to try it and be open to it, then then there won't be improvement. That's really kind of uh, the gist of that, right? Let's get a card. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is sharing. This person is completely dreaming about sharing with you, probably about sleeping with you. She's on her mattress. She is. I'm not sure why they took the sheet off, but hey. Could be really connecting with your dream. Let me remove anything that stands between me and my dream. Let me remove the sheet. It's a possibility. But the Six of Pentacles is about sharing, and that's what they want with you. The Five of Swords. Wow, this talks about you don't have time to be in 100 places at one time, or you might not have time to be kind of in different relationships at the same time, or seeing different dating, right? Dating different people. It's about time management. And she tried to, she said, I'm going to, make my own clothes. And she got 5 pair of scissors here, and, and it's all about, she kind of screwed up. Yeah. So it's just realizing that you don't have time for everything. So decide what's really important. Yeah, decide that. Ace of Pentacles is planning. You can see it right here on the card. I wrote it in 5 years ago. It's funny. But, excuse me, Ace of Pentacles is planning. And she's washing the dishes here. So this person is planning, right? Maybe as they wash dishes, probably unlikely. But, washing dishes is kind of a cerebral thing, sort of. It's kind of a meditative, because you start to think about stuff, right? Unless you're listening to a podcast or something, right? But you can definitely start to think about anything, any kind of housework. It can be like that. This person is planning. And I feel like they've cut something out of their life that was taking up too much of their time. We have the Six of Swords, and she's walking away and waving goodbye. Yeah, this person, somebody went through, it looks like somebody went through a breakthrough in this reading. That could be very specific, but even if they haven't gone through a breakthrough, breakup, and this is a breakthrough really, because at first she goes, what? You think I should end something in my life that's standing in the way of me and Sagittarius? And in the middle picture, the silhouette, she's like, yeah, I might do that. And over here, she's like, yeah, wow, I'm excited, I'm doing it. And here she is waving goodbye. Yes, she is. The Six of Swords is a transition. And so this is a beautiful reading, Sagittarius. And somebody out there is, I'm not sure who this is, right? Look like they have money, though. Man holding a coin. They do, right? I feel like this person feels like they can build with you financially, right? Yeah, hopefully they're not telling you what job to go get, right? Yeah, no, don't do any of that, right? That's so anti kind of intuitive, and it is. Thanks so much for joining me here. If you guys want to get a reading with me, go ahead and check out the box below. You can see the horoscopes on my other channel, right? The astrology horoscopes for May. May's a big month. It is. It's about money and values and many more things, really, because of the transits as well. But it's kind of for the most part, it's a Taurus month. This is about values, practicality, your money, how you earn your money, things like that. Yeah, so we're going to end this reading. You can check that out, and the link I can put it at the top of the comments. Not a problem here. Thanks so much, you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me to keep bringing these videos, right? And hit the little bell so you can receive notifications. Thank you so much.